Alright, what's up guys? Kables here. It is Wednesday and I'm doing a commentary and drinking a beer. It's a Newcastle Brown because it was on sale and it's great. You're probably not old enough to drink, so don't take that into consideration. No drinking for you. It's bad. And all those other things that your parents tell you, they're right. It's horrible. Don't do it. But yeah, I'm here today playing COD 4 with the this gun that I've never really heard of before. I was just like, I think I'll give it a shot. It's called an M40A3. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's kind of a new game, and it's kind of the best game ever, so, hit or miss on whether or not you know what that is or have ever seen it before, because, I'm pretty original with my videos, so I'm always using guns that other people haven't used, and, like, attachments and shit. Like, this gun, like, you can put an attachment on it, but I don't even have it because I don't need it, because I'm a boss. So, yeah, that's a complete and utter lie. I don't know where that even came from. That was just out of the blue. But anyways, the important part. This douchebag spamming his back button right now makes him want to punch a baby or punt baby seals across living rooms across America. But, I mean, what can you do? If I punted a baby seal for every time this retard hit his back button, there would be no baby seals, and that would just be a crime against baby seals everywhere. So, we can't have that. I don't want to go to jail for baby seal punting. So, like I said, COD 4, blah, 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 blah. This is part 2 of my A Day in the Life of series for, M40. I don't really know if a day in the life of is actually the best way to put that. I might eventually bring, some of the M40s on and do duels with them and just kind of, like, get their opinions on some things. That was a good one. High five. I deserve a like for that one. Yes. Okay. Alright. Very good. Leave me a like and a favorite for burps. Because if you've ever burped, give me a favorite. If you haven't ever burped, you should give me a like because, it really helps me out. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, white boy. I didn't mean it. But anyways, I might bring some M40s on and try to get their opinions on some things. Last time I kind of went over the very, very basics, which is like the Dropbox we use, which makes everything easier for sending files back and forth. I do the message of the day for everybody to keep everybody kind of connected and up to date with what's going on with us. The Kiaeneto thing is fucking awesome. I got to talk to the guy that I've been working with there, and said that we've actually had the discount code get used a couple times, which is awesome. Hopefully we can get some more going on once the rest of you guys, get jobs, make money so you can spend it and make me look good. Come on, let's get your heads on straight here. All right? I'm kidding. If you don't need a job, don't get a job. Fucking working sucks. But yeah, that was like the very, very basic general intro. Today I'm going to talk about the topic that everybody ever wanted me to talk about, probably the most in my entire life of everness. That was a completely botched sentence, but I'm not going back and redoing this commentary again because of that. But look at this wizard. Wizard. Ooh, wizard, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. He was a wizard. So I run away from wizards because they're kind of fucking scary. But I'm a wizard too, so I should have just manned up and charged him. But whatever, not a big deal. So recruiting. For me, I don't know how other groups, clans, teams do it. The whole tryout thing, the trials, quote unquote, is so out of date and out of touch with the way the real world works anymore that it makes my head hurt. So when if you ever asked me for a trial, I probably didn't even respond. I probably won't ever. It's so much more about personality and teamwork and being able to get along with people that, like, a trial, quote unquote, you beating me in a 1v1 or whatever you happen to think a trial is supposed to be consisted of, like, doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm never gonna do it. I take personality over gameplay. If you hit a triple every game, I really don't give a shit if you're a complete and utter douchebag. Wait, I think I accentuated that wrong. I don't care if you hit a triple every time you touch a controller. If you're a douchebag, you still don't belong on my team or something like that. Like, it doesn't matter if you're the best player in the world and you're a dickhead. Like, I'm not gonna deal with the dickheadedness for the sake of a couple good triples. It's just not the way that I operate. So on that same note, though, I've had issues in the past where I don't put enough emphasis on gameplay exactly. I like somebody, so I like let them in without maybe like I take for granted. I think sometimes how it's not that difficult for me, and I'm not saying this because I'm good. Like I'm not good. Like I've never lied and tried to tell people that I'm the best Call of Duty player in the world. I'm not very good. Um, I I take for granted though. I think my ability to get on and play for a couple hours and knock out a few gameplays and hit a clip or two in the middle there. Um, and I think that's something I need to work on. And now that I've recognized the problem, I can start to work on it. So I'm not too worried about that. But like we aren't actively recruiting. Like if somebody's really good and if I get linked to something that shows up like a montage or something, like kind of how Amento, one of our two newest. So we got Amento and Dazed. Both of them had their videos linked to me by people that aren't them. It's not them spamming me a link. It's not them asking me. I had their stuff linked to me through like mutual friends or people I trust and like value their opinion of. And I saw it and I was like, that's really sick. Like if this person's actually interested, like yeah, hell yeah, I'll bring them on the team because they're sickos, as long as they have really good personalities. And so I played with them a couple times and got to know them over Skype and stuff. And when I was certain that they would be a positive asset to the team, both for gameplay and for personality-wise, and they would get along with the team, then I was comfortable with bringing them in. So that's the basics of it. There's a lot more to this whole topic that I don't have time to talk about because obviously the game's over and you're looking at a black screen. Maybe after another couple beers, I can come back and do this again. We can do part 3 as long as you thumbs up, give it a like, get a favorite, because it really helps me out. If you've ever had a beer or seen a beer, give me a like and a favorite because it really helps me out. So yeah, this is Kables and I'm out. Bye.